What's up, guys? So you clicked on the video, how to invest in real estate if you're broke. I think that's what I'm gonna call it. I don't know if I was gonna say with no credit or if you don't have enough money for a down payment. But if any of those things cater to you, you're at the right place. Traditionally, to get into real estate, you would need 20% down payment. You would need a work history of 3 years. A lot of people don't have that, a good credit over 700. I mean, come on. On top of that, you have to manage it, find tenants, or find a management company to help you with that. What if I told you can invest in real estate 100% from your phone, never have to visit the property, never have to even know who the tenant is? You could do some further investigation if you choose to do so. Like myself, I like to do a little bit of digging. Is this property in the hood? Is it a good area? What's the the basis of the residents that are there? So I started off, it's called fractional real estate investing, right? Fractional real estate investing, meaning you go on a platform. Let's say the first one I used was arrived.com. They have a list of properties on there that they manage for you. There's a property management company in place. They're gonna find tenants for you. You never have to go there. Let's say the purchase price is $300,000. It's essentially like shares of a company. Now there's $300 up for $300,000. Someone like me can invest $30,000 into it. Guess what? I own 10% of that property. I'm gonna get 10% of all the rents. I'm gonna get 10% of the sale price once they sell it. Arrive.com typically holds for about 7 to 10 years. So that's great appreciation. However, it's not liquid. Real estate is very heavy, as you know. But there is a secondary market. You can sell the shares. You can buy the shares of the property. So it's really cool. Cash flow generating. That's sick. That was the first site I was on, arrive.com. And then I found what I want to talk to you guys about today. I found Mogul.club. Guys, my link is in the bio down below. If you want a free $50, when you invest, you actually have to invest, I believe, $100. Now it used to be $250. Now it's like $100, I believe, is the lowest you can invest in any given property. Once you invest $100, you'll get a free $50 by using my referral link, as will I, for full transparency. Win-win in my book. I put you on. I'm your plug. You owe me. So why do I prefer Mogul.club over Arrived? There's several reasons why I prefer Mogul.club over Arrive. Let's just start with what you care about the most, the money. On Arrive.com, a lot of the properties are yielding maybe 5% a year, 8% a year on the good end. I don't know of any that are doing over 10% annualized a year. As far as cash flow plus appreciation, no way. Mogul.club, everything I've seen on there is either 10% annualized return or more, or IRR, right? So that's better return on investment, right? That's like bar none. You should just go click on my link and join Mogul.club. It says step 1 on my landing page, and then step 2. It's fucking very easy. So that's number 1, better return on investment. 2, I love the properties that they're investing in. Arrive.com is doing single family rentals, right? And I believe they're also doing like Airbnb short-term rentals. Mogul is doing that as well. They're doing single family homes and vacation rentals. However, they're also doing pad splits. If you haven't heard of pad splits, it's having a normal house, say it's a $400,000 house that originally had 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. Pad split comes in, chops some walls in there, makes it a dwelling for 10 people, right? 10 different tenants renting it out by the suite, by the ensuite, maybe 10 bedrooms, maybe 9 bathrooms, right? They're getting way more income out of it. I just think it's a very good idea. That's number two. You're getting multifamily. You're being able to invest in multifamily while Arrived is only single family. So more doors is more options if you know who Grant Cardone is, right? Number three, investing in the real estate is not the only way to make money on Mogul.club. I've made the most money on Mogul.club via being in a club on Mogul.club. If you don't know what I'm talking about, like I said in my bio, just click on it. There's step 1 and then there's step 2 on my Beacons AI/Grant Curry. You do step 1, you sign up for Mogul.club. So now you can invest, you can do this, you can do that. But please do not do that until you do step number 2, which is joining the 400 Club on Mogul.club. Why am I telling you to join the 400 Club on Mogul.club? I did not invent it. It's not my child that I want everybody to know. I am a member of the 400 Club, or of the 400 Club, and it's amazing. Everybody in the club who invests, Mogul takes a fee when everybody invests, right? They have to make their money somehow. They're paying for the management. They're putting these properties online, and they deserve to get paid, right? They pay 2% of their profits for everybody who's a 400 Club member, and you invest via the 400 Club. Everybody in the club gets 2% of Mogul's profits per rata. Like, if you invested like 1% of the club, you'll get like 1% of it. But if you're a majority investor in the club, say you invested $1 million, you're going to be getting a lot of money, right? So you're getting the cash flow, you're getting the capital appreciation. You're also getting the tax benefits because they roll the tax benefits onto you on Mogul.club, which a lot of other platforms aren't doing. And on top of that, you're getting Mogul.club's income mixed with everything else that you're receiving. So I've been using Mogul.club for about 3 months now. I found it a little late, but I love it. This is coming from a combat veteran. I can easily use the VA builder's loan and build a fourplex right now, no money down, if I really wanted to, right? But guess what? I'll be tied down. I'd have to live there for a year. I'd have to find 3 other tenants and I have to live with them, have to make sure they pay a guy in his 20s rent when you know how it is out there. Why would I want to do that? Be tied down to a place, you know what I mean? Own what you rent where you live, right? So Mogul.club is just working for my lifestyle, super, super passive. You're getting money trickling in. It's great. I love letting everybody know about this. Some of my friends, they throw all their money into their 401k, or maybe they're buying actual real estate, buying a business. That's awesome. If you throw it in the 401k, it's like, okay, what if you get Andrew Tate blacklisted? Then you're screwed. You know what I mean? Like, what if anything happens? What if your password, like, whatever the fuck, right? With Mogul.club, it's like you're safe. You don't have to worry about it. And that's why I used to like stocks more than real estate, It's just so hands off, but nothing beats real estate, right? Real estate has created more millionaires than any other platform in history. We say that and it just goes over our heads so much because you hear about that crypto whale kid, 19 years old in Miami, going hard. Right? Nah, bro. Slow and steady wins the race. Join Mogul.club today. Maybe you'll be in the top floor of the Waldorf Astoria in New York City, just like me. Maybe. Now I'm leaving. I'm leaving like Sunday morning.